Good afternoon, traders. Good morning, our brothers and sisters in America, and good late morning, our brothers and sisters in Europe. Today, I'm going to share with you breakout strategies, and we are looking at Euro USD, which is nearing a significant turning point. So, if you look at the chart, the way it is right now on the 5 minute, I see it is almost reaching that point. If I make it bigger like that. So I will go to the 1 minute, okay, and see that on the right hand side it's overextended. Okay, that means it's gone beyond the last low and actually rallying to the last low, which was here on the right hand side. So what I will do, I will then start taking trades, a sell, believing that it's going to come back there. So as always, I will jump in and take a couple of trades. So in this case, since I know it's going down and it's going to try and reach that last low, I'm going to take as many trades as possible that I can be allowed because I know it's coming down. Okay. So as I keep taking the trades, it will try to move up a little bit, but generally it should go down and revisit that point. And that is just a simple example of a breakout strategy. We could have done this, however, even earlier at this red point here at 1.13178. Okay, that was a nice opportunity for a breakout trade, but at that point in time, I was not ready to record what is going on. So let me just mark it so that in the future you can look out for such setups. So this is what I mean right here. That was the opportunity for a breakout right there. Okay. So right here, we're starting to see some wicks forming, which could be an indication that there's pressure from the buyers, but I'm not worried because I know the market wants to go and revisit the last low. So if I see the wicks going up, it means I need to sell some more, and that's my strategy. Every time that happens, I will sell some more. Okay, so like right now, it is going up again a little bit. It's fine. So I will take some more trades there with the intent to actually go down with it when it's going down. So I have reached my max. So now I need to set up my target, profit target. So if I look at the 5 minute time frame, we were able to see, unfortunately, my trades are all over. If we were able to see, our goal is to reach there, right there. So I will move this profit target down a little more and see what happens. So in a normal trading session, what would have happened would have been, let's see, would have been this market was, it was going to go up and then come back again to that last point. Okay, and that's exactly what it's doing. So if you look right now, I'm a bit negative, okay, but it will come down. See, minus 29, positive 29 now, because the market is coming down and it's going to take all our profits. Right? See, it's coming down, coming down. I can be greedy and actually move all these things down, which I think I will. Let me just see if I can get off this. So I'm gonna move all my take profits. So I already have 31, 40 pips. Let me see if I can move them before it's too late. Oh my, oh, it's taken, I don't know what happened. I have 36. pips, I will take profit because I think I've lost my indicator here. This is technology. This is what happens. Let me see if we can bring them back again. Sell, check, all, continue, and then there. Okay, cool. So we're okay. We're good. So 41. I think 41 pips may be good enough. Otherwise, let me see if it's still trying to come back and then come down. So next time it comes near this point, I think I will just take all the profit because right now we're at 22. You can take it right now, but I know it will come back and reach that point. So when we hit our 40s again, I will take profit. How much time is left? We left with 33 seconds. That's long enough. All the time is right here. My platform allows me to look at how much time is remaining on the candle. Now, when I see two bullish candles forming, that is not a good sign. So I need to make a quick decision. Should I take this profit and go, call it a day, or should I wait for it to turn around? Let me wait and see. It's coming down now again. This wicks at the bottom here confirms that there is pressure now going up. The buyers are now putting pressure, on the market. And as you can see, because of that, I'm starting to lose now minus 6 pips. But like I said, the pressure to come down is still high. Okay, if you look at the 5-minute one, this is where we are. This is where we are. I still believe that this market will actually go down up to here. Oops, sorry, the red lines you see there. So let's wait and see. On the left hand side, things are not looking very good now. We are at minus 11. And this is Forex. Sometimes you sit and you wait. And that's what we'll do. We'll sit and wait because we believe the market will still come back all the way down here. And as you can see, it's coming now. We have 22, 24. We have 44 seconds. That's a long time. So I can hang on there. There we are. 29. 30 seconds. Okay, I think I'll take my profit and call it a day. Let me see. Yeah, it came down to a high, then a low, then a lower high. Hence, it should come and revisit this low here. So I'm being a bit optimistic here, but we have 5 seconds. You can see. New candle. The pressure is down. If the candle breaks this point here, then we are home and dry. This last low here. Then we are home and dry. Okay, right here. So I'm waiting for this to come down. This is where you have to be patient and maybe to some extent experience counts. Okay? I'm convinced there's still pressure to go down. Okay. Oh, but now it's starting to go back. Okay, 5 minutes. I still believe it'll come down. Man, it's going back. This is nerve-wracking. So why didn't I take the profit? I could have. But I know that the market wants to retrace that low there. But more importantly, on the 5 minute, if you look, it did actually, that's where it's targeting. And if you look at the 5 minute one, it hasn't touched. So it's trying to go down, trying to go down in the 5 minute. So on the 1 minute, we should be seeing some bit more activity. So we wait patiently and see what happens. This is a bullish candle. I was expecting it to come down. If the second time it comes down, if it comes down, okay, and breaks that point, then chances are the pressure of the sellers will be so high that it will push that candle all the way down to where we want it. So let's be patient and wait. Patience, Forex. So we are still optimistic that this will turn around and will come there. Okay. All right. I don't like what it's doing. It's going to revisit the last low here, last low over there. Okay. And maybe it'll come back and break, but that is Forex. So if I still had more margins, not margin, but balance, I would have taken more from here, more trades to come down to help this pressure. But like I said, let's stay put and just watch. I'm sure some people are thinking, wow, this is crazy. Why would you not take profit? And, but when you set up some rules, you try and stick to the rules. Might look ugly, but you stick to the rules because we believe that that market will come back and revisit the last low. So it's going up is just an indication that there's still more buyers trying to resist. Okay? But the bias for the day was actually a sell. So I still believe that this market will come down. Okay. I think so. Let's wait and see what happens. It's already hitting that point. If it breaks and starts going up, then we're in trouble. We're in big trouble because this is the last major resistance, and we're only hoping that it's going up to collect more reinforcement and then come down. So when you see the wicks starting to form at the top here, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. It means there's pressure. There's pressure from the buyers, sorry, from the sellers. There's pressure from up. Pressure from up. So let's wait and see what happens. Now we are minus 112. Already I'd been trading before and I had made already 118 pips. So we're hoping that this comes out to zero and becomes positive. So let's wait and see what happens. So as you can see, Forex is a lot of waiting, calls for a lot of patience uh, kind of business. Okay, if you don't have patience, you probably cannot trade forex. If you get nervous very quickly, or you get anxious easily, then forex is not for you. Okay. So as you can see, we are about to turn here, but the turning is taking a little slow. So this is an opportunity. If I had another account, which I think I do, I will quickly jump out and set the other account and show you how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the other one. We'll come back to this one and see what happens when that balance, when we take our profit. But in the meantime, let me show you how to enter if you had been waiting. So go to my simulated account here. Okay, and here we are. So again, here I've been trading. I've already made 124 pips. My return for the day is 82%. So I'm going to start doing sells because I believe it's going to come back. From the 5 minute, you can see that our trades will start coming down again. So I'm going to start taking sells. Okay. So even though my profit target is 3 pips, I will have to maximize based on the 5 minute. Okay. I'll try and maximize my profit target there. So on this one, I've taken like 16 trades, and as you can see, they're all coming down again. So I want to see if I can maximize, check all, continue, and I want to bring it down here. So I've moved all my take profit from there, from all over to here. If it comes back, then like I said earlier, okay, on the 5 minute, you see it's already turned and it's gonna come back this way. So on the 5 minute, it's already turned and it's rolling back down. So on the 1 minute, it finally turned and it's rolling its way back. The target is this point here. Why? Because this is the last low reached. So whereas I did take the trades from here, believing that it's going to come down, it stopped here and decided to go back again and then come back. All right. So now it will come back, and with enough pressure, it will go past this and go down. So my initial target is this on this trade. Okay. But on the other trades, excuse me, I will wait until it actually goes below this point here. Okay, let's wait and see. So now we're at 15 pips, 18 pips. I guess could still maximize my pips here. Okay, I could take, oops. All right, I've maximized my pips, rather my trading ability for now. This is a bit risky, but again, with experience, you learn what you can do and what you can't do. So this market is going to play around here a little bit, but eventually it will come down. Why am I sure? Well, not exactly sure, but from the 5 minute chart, it's clear we have turned. Why? Because of the first candle, then there is a second candle that's going down, just to confirm. All right. So I'm waiting for it to come down. And just to avoid making the video very, very long, I'll probably pause it and then show you when it's taking profit. But as you can see, um, it's gonna play here a little bit. It's gonna play here a little bit, okay? But it will come down, okay? All right, I'm gonna pause the video so it doesn't become too long, and then I'll show you what happens. Thank you. We're back. As you can see, it is going down now. It went up, okay, and consolidated for a while, but now it's starting to rally back. So at the time I was posting the video, it was minus 120 pips, but now it's minus 41 and still coming down. So, like I said, it will come back and take these profits down here. So again, I'm just trying to make sure the video is not too long. So if you don't mind, I will just pause it a little bit. But essentially, what it's doing, what the market is doing, it's trying to rally back to the last lows that it had, which was here. All right, I will pause it a little bit and then, okay, as you can see now, it's back, it's already turned around. So now it's coming to hit the profit. So here we already have 23%, okay? And as you look at the 5 minute, it's almost hitting the target, okay? So again, uh, it's all a matter of patience and ability to stay focused, on your game plan. So my game plan was to take profit when it gets down here, and I'm still determined to see it coming down. So it's a bit nerve-wracking when it was going up, and then going up again. But as I mentioned, on the 5 minute, I was still confident that it will come back and take profit. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is ready to start taking profit. We're already 45 pips ahead. I think by the time it's done taking the profits, we should well be, that should be at least another 50, if not 100 pips. So we are at 124 on this one. And I've already reached my daily return, which is 1%. So actually, if I wanted to right now, I could just shut all the trades. Oh, yeah, I could shut all the trades because I'd reached my 1%. But let's see what happens. We are still here. So we're gonna wait a little more. Patience, patience, patience. Patience is a virtue. Let me maximize my profits here. Okay. We've just moved all the top down there because I believe it's gonna come and hit this here. So now we're at 70 pips, coming down, and coming. We were never sure until it actually hits the target. So I can't be too sure. I could take profit right now. It's at 93 pips. I'm waiting for it to reach my target. If it turns around here, there's a bit of resistance here, but I think the pressure is good enough. I might just be making 100 pips on this particular move, and we're at 95 pips. And how much time do I have? 27 seconds. So it's a balancing act. Do I want to take 95 pips? But I still have 20 seconds. Oh, there, it's taken. There. 118. And all of them, I can just 8 seconds. Okay, I'll take the 100 pips. And this is what you do in trading. You make decisions. So yes, it's going to come down, but I'm okay taking this 100 pips. It should trigger. It has not, but I'm going to make it trigger now because that's 118 pips. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you trade on Breakout, and teaches you many things: to be patient with the market, but more importantly, to have a strategy. So here we've reached our daily target. Let me go to the other trade and see if we have reached our target. Okay. Sorry, this system is a bit slow now, but when it opens up, it should show us having hit our target. And my goal was 1% for the day. Let's see. And voila, we're at 48. Oh, my target here was lower than the other side, but still 90%. I think I'm going to take the, because it's starting to turn, I'm going to take the profits here already. So here we are 118 pips, but 38 pips and counting. As you can see, it's almost about to hit its target. Okay, that's 53 pips, as you can see. Okay, 53 pips. Okay, so it's about to take profit. How much time? 16 seconds. 65 pips, 67 pips. And I think I will take the profits because at 67 pips, I think I'm good enough. I already have done reached my target for the day, which was 1%. So yes, I've made 1% of my initial capital. So even though the market is still trying to show me what it can do, yes, it's taken all my profits. Now I have 191 pips, and that is 1%, 1.1%. So I've made my daily target. So what is the lesson that we can learn from this? Sorry, this video has become a bit long, but the lesson we can learn from this is when you are taking your trades, you need to plan. So in my planning, I looked first at the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart, and I realized that the market had turned. Okay, the market had turned. Let me show you what I mean. Here, okay, here there was resistance, and the market came and hit the resistance, and there was a consolidation here for a while. Now for the breakout traders, that means you get ready. You get ready for a breakout. So I could have set some pending orders here and pending orders above, and hence I would have been triggered to go in. So for breakout trading, this would have been a hit success. Why? Because this is 1 hour, and that means this would have been I don't know how many pips. Let me see. So far it would have been, sorry, it would have been at least 13 pips, with that breakout over there. But like I told you guys, for me, I'm a scalper, so I go in and I go to a smaller time frame, and then I trade because I know it has a bias of down. So with the bias of down, I actually come and look at my 5 minute. By the way, the daily was already showing it's coming down. So if you look at the daily, which I need to show you, okay. So the daily, as you can see, last couple of days it was rolling up, it reached the high, and it started going down. Then it came down, and then came up again, trying to reach back there. Then now it's starting its journey down. So I suspect over the next couple of days, this market will come back and revisit the last low, the last low we have here. Okay, so I think it will come back and revisit that spot. So it will come back up to there. So for those in longs, day traders, okay, just to watch out. You do a sell and you give it a couple of days, and it should come back up to there. Um, I mean, hopefully, if it obeys the structure it has formed. Now, for us who are doing a breakout, we look at the smaller time frame. The smaller time frame then would be we come down to 5 minutes, which already was clear what was happening. At 5 minutes, we were at this point. So at 5 minutes, we were here. Let me see if I can show. Yep, we were right here, that line over there. Before this broke down, that's where we were. And essentially, in fact, I think there's a better way of showing it. Okay. Right. Here is where we are. That's where we were. The market was coming down, down. See, goes up, come down, goes up, come down, goes up, coming down, but a little choppy. Now remember, the bias on the daily is down. We saw on the 1 hour is actually coming down. So on the 5 minute, it means it's going to come down. But so what I asked myself is this last low here, with that pressure, it will break it. So if you're a breakout trader, what you do is you put your pending orders right there. Okay, 10 pips below that or 20 pips below that. You just right click and then you put a sell stop. Okay, you do a sell stop. Why? Because you know it's coming down. Now, what gave me the confidence? Again, if you look at this other end, this is the last low. So the market is trying to rally down to come back to this last low. As you can see my cursor over there. So that's the last low. That's where the market is trying to go. So if you look on the right hand side, again, we didn't have all this. Let me show you the last low right there. That's where we were. So I'm going to click just candle by candle to show you what happened, play by play. So the market actually broke down and started going up again, up against us. Look at the color here. You'll see it going up and down, okay? So it was down there. So it started going up. It means the market is going up. But why is it going back up? It's going back up to come and revisit this point here, which now is resistance. It's going back to revisit that point. So please note, okay, it has reached that point again. All right. So then it will now turn back because of the pressure downwards. Okay. Now it's coming down, and boom, we're down. And that's how the breakout worked. So we broke out at a point where we knew there was a target that was very near. And the market had visited this point a few times, okay? Plus the pressure from the top. That's how come we're able to take profit. All right, now I will pause and take questions. Okay. Questions. As you can see, I've already gotten my 1% for the day. I'm done on this particular trade. Now on the other account, I've also gotten my 1%, and I am done for the day for my trading. I could continue, but again, it's a matter of discipline. It's a matter of deciding that yes, I am done. All right. Okay, I will pause now and take any questions regarding breakout and this particular trade that I have taken.